So folks, it's a wonderful day in Monrovia, Liberia, and I'd love to say welcome if you're just joining us. This is the US-based Focus on Liberia online television. We are beaming live and direct from the Japanese Freeway in Monrovia. Today we've come to do something unusual, and so stay with us as you come on. Invite a friend to just come on as well as we flip across this Japanese Freeway in Monrovia, folks. And all of you who are joining us at the moment, I'd love to say welcome. My name is Theo Williams, and like I told you earlier on, and as you can see in the caption, we are live and direct from the Japanese Freeway in Monrovia, folks. Today we are out here to just put a spotlight on the drainage system of this freeway. But before turning to the drainage, let me just bring you up to speed with a bit of facts that you need to know about this freeway. And so this project was initially estimated at over 89 million Japanese yen, or equivalently 1 million United States dollars, and formally signed in 2012 under the administration, or during the administration of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And this Japanese freeway was actually dedicated officially by His Excellency President George Weah. I can recall vividly, it was on a Monday, July 26, 2001, and during that year, it was Liberia's 174th Independence Day anniversary or celebration. And so the freeway was officially dedicated. Like I told you, it was initially started by former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It was during her administration that the freeway construction started. And then, as you may know, many would say government is continuing with it. And so, following the inception of the CDC-led government, headed by His Excellency President George Weah, the freeway was dedicated officially on July 26, 2021, on a Monday, I can recall. On that day was Liberia's 174th Independence anniversary celebration. But today, we wanted to see how this freeway is being treated by Liberians, by residents who are just along the freeway. Particularly the drainage system of this place is very, very terrible. And so we thought to bring our camera out here today just to allow you to have a clear glance of it, and then you can see for yourselves and know exactly what it is. And so I just thought to first of all bring you up to speed with some historical facts, and then very, very shortly, folks, I will turn the camera to the drainage so that you can see how it looks like at the moment. Very, very dilapidated, very ugly situation. So as you can see, folks, this is the drainage. The road was built very nicely, and this is how the drainage has been treated by some folks who reside just along the Japanese Freeway, as you can see in this live broadcast. And so as a result of this, you have the water becoming very still. It's not running. And so the environment here is very innocuous. As you can see in this video, you see several plastic bags, waste, plastic bottles as well, into the drainage, folks. And so this is how we treat our facilities here in Liberia, folks. Very, very ugly. Very, very ugly. And so this is not a good sign for us as a country, folks. Imagine thousands of dollars was spent to have this freeway constructed just to ease the usual traffic at this time in this part of the country. So the freeway was initiated during the regime of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and as part of continuity in governance, His Excellency President George Manuel took over, and the freeway was officially dedicated last year, July 26th. And so this is how it looks like in terms of the drainage. As you can see, is clogged with several waste. You have insects all over the water, in the drainage. Still water is not moving, and so is posing some serious health hazard, I'm sure, for residents in this part of the country, folks. I'm just on the left side of it. Very shortly, I will move forward and I will flip to the right side of the Japanese freeway so you can see how the drainage is being treated, folks. Imagine what will happen if the rain intensifies. And so the water is not flowing at the moment. It's just still because of the many waste. Because of the many waste that are within the drainage of this Japanese freeway, folks. This will cause serious trouble in the not too distant future. If nothing is done to put this situation under control, I'm afraid this could cause serious problem for the road. Perhaps it could undermine the longevity of this road. And so this is how it looks like. This is the drainage of the Japanese freeway. Somebody's asking, but Tio, how are you managing standing right on top of this drainage and providing this coverage? Well, these are some of the things we go through just to have you adequately informed, just to bring you up to speed with happenings in our country. So never mind, I'm trying to use every way possible to prevent myself from smelling this drainage. And so these are things we go through just to keep you abreast with happenings in our country. And so this is the drainage for you folks. Let me just flip across so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. The water is actually still, it's not moving. And so I'm sure this is a breeding ground for insects. When these things are happening in a particular environment, you will notice constant illnesses amongst the population. And so this is the freeway for you. This is just one side of it. I'll move across very shortly, and you will see how it looks like on the right-hand side of the Japanese freeway. I'm talking about the drainage, folks. The road isn't tight. I mean, well paved. It looks very guaranteed. But the problem now is the drainage, the way the drainage is being treated. It's not right, and all of us need to get involved to discourage the way we ill-treat our facilities in this country, folks. And when these things are happening, we blame it on the government. Even though the government has its own role to play, but we as Liberians, we ought to take out some responsibilities. That makes you patriotic. You know, that makes you a loyal citizen. Once you are taking on responsibility, it makes you more patriotic and loyal to your country. And so it will not be the government every time, though at times the government will have its own role, like I said earlier on. But we as Liberians, folks, common sense will tell you, you know, when people come here and throw garbage, throw trash in the drainage that is supposed to flow, you know, so that it will protect the road to go further, to last for several years. And then you have people coming to throw trash in the drainage, throw garbage in the drainage. Something which will cause serious problem in the end. And then you blame it on the government. I think it's unfair. All of us as Liberians will have to take on some responsibility. Those who reside along this freeway will have to discourage others who will just take a dime from their home and throw it in the drainage. It's unhealthy. It's uncivilized, if I'll put it that way. And the environment, as I speak to you folks, the environment is very, very obnoxious at the moment. I'm here wearing a nose mask just to prevent the smell of this drainage. And so this is how it looks like. At the moment, this is the drainage connected to the Japanese Freeway, folks. I'm just allowing you to have a glimpse of how it looks like at the moment. And so stay with us. You're watching the US-based Focus on Liberia Online television network. We are live and direct from the Japanese Freeway in Monrovia, folks. And so this is another side of it. As you can see, the water within the drainage is very, very still. It's not running, it's not moving because of the series of garbage that has been thrown in here on a daily basis. And so at times it becomes very difficult. Even if it rains, the drainage will overflow and get on the road as a result of the garbage that has been put in it on a daily basis by folks who are residing just along this route. And so we try to come out here to just allow you have a glimpse of what it looks like along the Japanese Freeway. Like I told you, millions of dollars was spent to have this freeway constructed so as to ease the huge traffic congestion that was experienced many years back. Now you see the way the drainage is being treated by Liberians. I mean Liberians, folks. This is uncalled for. You can have a drainage that is supposed to flow being treated in this manner and form. And so sometimes, like I told you, we leave the hardcore political discussions and just swept our attention on some of these environmental issues in the country so that you see exactly or know exactly what it is. This was a project initially started by the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf-Lay administration in 2012. The agreement was signed. This project was initially estimated at over $89 million Japanese yen, or equivalently 1 million United States dollars. And it was officially signed, the agreement was officially signed in 2012 during the regime of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And as you all know, government is continuing with it. His Excellency the President, Ambassador George Manuia, took over and pick it up from there. This freeway was officially dedicated last year, July 26th, during Liberia's 174th Independence Day celebration. And so as it stands, this is how it looks like. This is the drainage here along the Japanese freeway. And so I will try to cross very, very shortly. So you see the right side of it, the right side of the drainage. But as you can see, folks, the road is intact, still intact. It looks very, very guaranteed. The road was constructed by the Japanese, and so you agree with me that Japan has a lot of good engineers. And so you can see this is the stretch of the road, well paved. It looks very, very, very guaranteed. But the sticky issue now is the issue of the drainage, folks, the way it's been treated by Liberians who reside just along this corridor. And so it's a call for the relevant authorities to employ some mechanism in order to deter the folks who live along this route to avoid dumping waste in the drainage. And so I'm just on the right hand side of the Japanese freeway. As you can see, this is just the right hand side of it. You can see several waste within the drainage. And this is very bad. Imagine this is a major route to see a drainage that is connected to a major route like this. I mean, it's south of our country. A drainage that is connected to a major route like this one, filled with lots of waste. It's very sad for us as a country and as a people. And so the relevant authorities, those responsible, will have to employ some mechanism to avoid this drainage being used as a waste or as a dump site. And so there you have it, folks. As you can see, the drainage is actually clogged. It's actually clogged. All of you who are coming on, I'd love to say welcome and thanks for joining us. My name is Theo Williams, and we are live from the Japanese Freeway in Monrovia. We just thought to come here today to show you the drainage side of the freeway, to know how it's been treated by us Liberians. Very sad. Let me try to zoom in for you a little bit. And so as you can see, folks, if nothing is done to discourage that attitude by Liberians who always want to use or misuse facilities in the country, if nothing is done to discourage those kinds of attitudes, it's going to be a very sad situation for us as a country and the people. And so the city corporation, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Ministry of Health, and all of those line ministries and agencies responsible to keep the environment clean in this country, we have to act upon seeing this. This is not the first time. Several media outlets have been here reporting this issue of this particular drainage along the freeway. Several media institutions have been here reporting this. And so as part of our responsibility, we thought it was as an institution as well to come out here to just allow you to have a glimpse once again of the freeway, folks. The drainage that is connected to the well-paved Japanese freeway, this is how it looks like. Very sad for us as a country, folks. The waste is just too much in the drainage, as you can see. It's just too much. And so because of all of the waste here within the drainage, the water cannot flow easily. By right, the water should be running, it should flow easily. But because the drainage is heavily loaded with lots of waste, and so it's still at the moment. And this is unhygienic, folks. This is uncalled for. To see a facility that was built using several $1,000s to see it being treated in the manner of form it's been treated. It is actually sad indeed for our country. Sad indeed for our country, folks. Very, very sad indeed for our country. Like I told you initially, 89 million Japanese yen was estimated to have the Japanese freeway today built or constructed. That was initiated by the former administration headed by Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And so President Weah took on the matter of authority. And you all know that government is continuing with it. And so the president had to continue from where the previous president stopped as part of a continuity in governance. And so it was back in 2012 this project was initiated. And then it was officially dedicated following the completion by the Japanese government. It was officially dedicated on July 26, 2021. And that day was Liberia's 174th independence that I can recall very well. And so all of you who can also recall will know exactly what I'm talking about. And so still with us, you're watching the US-based Focus on Liberia Online television network. This is another portion of the drainage, folks. I'm just right on top of it. You can see this one is very, very terrible. Very, very terrible. This place has turned into a complete dump site. And so we thought it was to come here today to allow you to have a glimpse of how the drainage that is connected to the Japanese freeway has been misused by Liberians. I mean Liberians, folks. This is pathetic. This is sad for us as a country and people. Several thousands of dollars was spent to have this project completed, and now you see the current look of it. The drainage is so bad, disallowing the free flow of water within this drainage because of the series of dirt that is within the drainage. And so stay with us. You are watching the US-based Focus on Liberia online television network. Theo Williams is my name, and we are live from the Japanese freeway in Monrovia. The road is a very nice one. Very, very nice. The pavement is perfect. A perfect stretch. And so since the dedication of this Japanese freeway, it has been so helpful to Liberians, folks. It has eased the huge traffic congestion that was experienced many years back by Liberians. Before, it wasn't that easy to just sail along this freeway. Alright, never mind. I was just telling you, this place used to be highly congested. Many years back, I can recall very well. And so the government then thought it wise to construct this route to allow free flow of traffic. So you can see the drainage of the newly built Japanese freeway here, just as it is, folks, as you can see. And so how do you feel about this? And who's responsible, folks? These are questions that will come to mind. What do you think is happening? What do you think is the impact? What needs to happen, folks? How can this be corrected? These are questions that will run to mind. And so, stay with us. We just thought to do this for you to have a clear view of the drainage of the newly constructed Japanese freeway. And so, let me try to walk down for you a little bit more so that you see other side of the drainage. Let me try to walk down a little more so that you can see the other side of the drainage. Who are you, sir? All right, just hold on a little bit, folks. There's some guys there from the MCC who they actually want to know why I'm doing this live at the moment, and so I will have to identify myself so that I know exactly who I am. And so just hold on a little bit. Anyway, I'm Theo Williams. I work for the US-based Focus on Liberia online television network. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. All right.
I don't know your mission. I don't know your mission.
My mission?
Yeah.
When you say mission, what do you mean?
Yeah, like I see your intention, calling, from the Chinesh, and you doing recording, you didn't identify yourself, you recording, you are sent to
I get sorry, I get cooking on Kalama, I get very money.
Talking about my mission,
yes.
As you can see, I'm a journalist, and I work for this particular institution. I'm on obligation as a journalist to inform the rest of the population. That is my responsibility. And so, we're not talking politics all of the time. Sometimes we leave the hardcore political discussions and focus on these kinds of environmental issues. I'm sure you agree with me that it's good for our country, right? And so it's good that Liberians see the way this place has been treated. 89 million Liberian dollars, not million Liberian dollars, but 89 million Japanese yen initially was put behind this project. If you do the conversion, it's equivalent to 1 million United States dollars to have this freeway constructed by the Japanese government. And so you see now how it's been treated. Is it fair for us as a country? Is it good for us as a country?
We are state securities, in our scenes, we can predict.
So that's why I'm doing my work as a journalist. So I think I provided you sufficient answer to all of the questions you want to know, things you want to know. So I think I can do my work now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very kindly. And so now for the distraction, folks. I was just in the midst of scores of employees of the Monrovia City Corporation. They were actually asking why am I doing this at the moment. And so I thought to provide them the reasons why I'm here today to just do this. And so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is the freeway, folks.
We don't need to talk too much about things. But you know, whenever you want to take a record or whenever you want to take an information concerning the state, concerning important things that involve the development of the nation, at least the particular area that you are taking some pictures and other things, at least they're supposed to tell you that, oh, this area, there are security that are assigned there. Before taking picture, you need to ask them.
What more can I say? Hello? Hello? I'm coming. What more can I tell you guys? You asked me to identify myself. You asked me to state the reason or reasons why I'm here. And I just told you. Then you come back to me again
because according to the rules of security, 11 General Order 7 says when a complainant or a client be caught on the act, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to interview you to know your purpose and your aim.
I just told you, right?
Yeah, and they are supposed to be what? An insurance or permit any type of things that you're doing from the government or from the Monrovia City Corporation which you're working with.
Do I need a permit to do this?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
No, you can be serious.
Know in which the act you're doing it.
No, you can be serious.
Excuse me to a fellow.
You can be serious.
Excuse me.
If you tell me that I need a permit to do the work I'm doing, then you can be serious.
Obviously,
If I hire this, even violating your operation here.
Yeah, fine.
I mean, we'll be talking. The camera is on. I'm not gonna shut it down.
I'm your girlfriend. We're not afraid because our face my arm because head on go. We're not afraid of government.
Yeah.
When you're doing, I don't need to criticize this government. Why you are doing?
Oh,
yes.
I'm criticizing the government.
Yes.
Because you are talking about money, about bills that are to do cleaning up.
Hey, come on. Did I hear you say I'm criticizing the government?
Because if you do such a thing, then you go post it on the media, you discuss the government.
I keep telling you that thousands of dollars was spent to have this freeway constructed by the government. This project was initiated in 2012 by former President Salih. Government is continuing with it. President Weah took over as head of state, and he had to end the work. 89 million Japanese yen. 89 million Japanese yen. If you convert that, it's about 1 million United States dollars. That's the money that was used to have this freeway constructed. And now you see it's being treated the way it is. Then you're telling me I'm criticizing the government, I'm doing this criticizing the government?
Yes, I'm saying something there.
No, it's not criticizing the government. I'm just informing. I'm just informing the audience or the public.
Even when you are a journalist, you have to do such a thing as this. Anywhere you see this action about sanitation around you, you ask for permit. I want to go to
so in case you want to get more details on more investigation.
Gentlemen, what I'm doing is no harm to the country, right? To tell you say 89 million Japanese yen, equivalent to 1 million United States dollars was spent to have this place constructed, and it's been misused like this by us Liberians. It's been misused by us Liberians. And you're telling me that I'm criticizing the government, then I'm disappointed in you guys.
No, you don't gotta use that word. We are saying something that everybody can know that what we are saying.
So you want me to get a permit from you? You want me to get a permit from you before I can do what I'm doing?
Yeah, for city corporation.
And especially we
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, please talk to my bosses as well. I'm not a journalist. I got no bunches. I don't need any permit from you to do what I'm doing. So how is this affecting your work? How is this affecting the country?
Yes, sir.
But we are trying to see which should be going the right way that is supposed to go. We are trying to describe our money. As a journalist,
your friend told me I'm criticizing the government. No, what made you think I'm criticizing the government?
Disagree on that statement. We are not criticizing, and also we're criticizing. Yeah, we're criticizing and we are not criticizing.
Where are you guys supposed to? I didn't even see you guys. Where your office?
This is our CB.
Where? In our makeshift? That where you guys are?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what I'm doing is no harm to this country.
Yeah, we agree on that.
I'm a Liberian as well, like you are.
Yeah.
I'm a Liberian as you are.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm a Liberian.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, what I'm doing is in no way threatening. It has. Is in no way. It's illegal.
Yeah. The problem is this.
Gentlemen, let us not go that route because I don't understand y'all. So I'm not coming here on y'all. I finish with y'all. No. I don't understand y'all. You asked me, I deliver myself, I told you what I'm here to do. And you stay. How you telling me I'm right? How will you tell me I'm right? I mean, I'm begging you, man. No, you're not giving me a nose here, I'm begging you. Don't do that. I think you're talking your government job isn't coaching here, we got a problem with you. Because you're stopping me from doing what I'm doing. No, it's wrong.
But even coaches said, coach will stand for will tell coaches. You know what I'm saying? When everything will happen here, you're supposed to get insurance and permit.
So they think I'm doing here. They think I'm doing here. Hello? Yeah, that's it.
Generally, why you don't go to the community and go talk to the community people? Yeah, and tell them to not be picking tag here. I always go to the community people.
All right, Chief. So listen, my man. I'm not going to succumb to that thing you're doing. Honestly, I'm doing my work. You won't call people to come and arrest me. You can go ahead. I'm willing. No. How you putting stuff there? You can't hold my phone or you do what?
No.
I'm not going to stop. Trust me. You asked me to introduce myself. I introduce myself. I show you a valid ID card. My institution.
You know your main intention of doing the record. You can go to the nearby police
Which depot?
station.
Which depot?
Yeah,
Okay, go call the police for me. Y'all go call the police for me.
Yes, sir, Chief. Minister.
Y'all call the police for me.
No,
But I'm
you
not
can
going to stop what I'm
walk
doing.
out
I will not
the
stop
depot.
until I end my life. I will not stop. Trust me. I think I provided you guys sufficient information of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Take information, and there are some cover people that you are taking.
Okay, let me see your ID card. Who are you at the MCC?
I'm the Monrovia City Corporation.
Let me see your
Commission.
identity.
No, I will not show it to you.
Oh, you're not showing my identity? Why you're not showing my identity?
You need to get to the depot first.
Okay, in as much as you can show your identity, I will not listen to you.
Okay.
I challenge all of you to do anything I want to. Yes.
No, we will not put force on you.
We challenge
Not force you. Yeah, as a state government, as a state security. We
I mean, you can hear you. Eh? Hello?
Yeah, you can't try and start with recovery because you not inform me or apart from inform me. Yeah, the state is for you.
But you can't. No, this is what you're doing to me is an intimidation. You can't do this. You guys are intimidating me. You guys identify yourself.
I will not identify myself.
Identify yourself.
I will not do it.
Oh, you're not identify. You asked me to identify myself.
Because you are doing illegal acts in which
What makes it illegal?
you said the government
What
has
makes it
been
illegal?
receiving $1.something million from the Japanese.
You can understand
for the
English?
construction of this road.
You understand English
I
well?
understand what you're trying to say.
I'm giving a history of this place.
Yeah, that's what we are saying now. That's what we are saying.
I'm telling you how this place was constructed.
Yeah.
Under whose administration, who started it, and how it ended.
Yeah, we are.
Then you telling me that I'm exposing the government, I'm talking bad about the government. Gentlemen, I'm not going to cut this live off. I will not do it.
We see your lesson already. Yeah,
I
we
challenge
start
any
talking.
of you to do anything you want to do.
No.
In fact, you put on camera. I put you on camera.
Yeah, we are doing it.
You're on camera.
We are doing it. We are there to defend the state, and we're sure that we'll defend the state anywhere you want us to go.
I will remain here until I end this live. I will walk to the other end. When I end the live, then
ask you get to the police to for further clearance.
they may get hear you.
Yeah, we're helping.
The government are making everyone dirty on the community people.
My man, you understanding my English? I'm speaking to you.
I will understand English.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
the way this place has been treated
Yes.
is not right.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's the government doing it. No, no, that's a lie.
Yeah, okay,
No, you
the way
lie.
the place being treated is not right
This place has been treated the way it is by the citizens.
by the citizens.
After all the money was spent here to have this place, to have this freeway constructed,
Yeah, I agree.
just to ease the traffic here,
Yeah,
it's helpful for all of us, or to all of us,
I
right?
agree, yeah.
And the way this place is being treated by Liberians is not good. This is why I'm here to show how this place is being treated by Liberians.
As a security.
So I don't need any permission. This country is not a police state, right? I want you to know that this country,
It's a democratic state.
this place is not a police
It's a
state.
democratic
This
state.
country belongs to all of us.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's why
journalist.
it's
I'm doing my
classified
work,
to be a
and you can't
democratic
intimidate me.
state.
You will
It's
not.
a democratic state.
I will not listen to you guys. I will do my work. I will do what I'm doing until I can end
Right
this
to
life.
go to be justified.
I don't need permit
My
for you
right
to
to
come
go
and do what
to
I'm
be
doing.
justified. And assignment
I
is
don't
taken
need-
away
I don't
in the
need-
police.
I don't need permit for you to do what I'm doing. No.
We are not here to be arguing. Give record, you
So,
can't put it, or even you go
carry
to
me
anything.
to the police station or go call the police.
No, I will not carry you.
Or if you want to drag me, you can't drag me. I challenge all of you.
The Lord will not permit us to do that. And at the same time, we can be taking our picture again.
And
In
so-
the fact that we are not arguing or we are not trying to cause confrontation.
No, you're giving me a headache.
No.
You asked me what's my mission.
Yeah.
You asked me for identity. I identify
you are
myself as a
journalist.
journalist. I
Yeah.
told you the reason why I'm here.
Yes. And we condemn
Then you
state-
hear Miss Cottiman
security.
saying, saying that
Disagree on the act that
you
are
what
saying
Adika?
of the
You
particular
sound, your accent is different.
I will
What
not show
what is
you.
your
I will
identity?
not show
Who are
you
you
my
at the level of the
identity.
MCC?
I'm the Monrovia City Corporation respondent from the KRE, the Quick Response Unit.
Let me see your ID
I
card,
will not
please.
show
You
unless
asked me, I'll
get
show
to
you my
the depot.
identity.
I don't want to see your ID card.
I'm gonna get to the depot with you.
Yes.
I'm not taking a step here with you. I will not do it.
Then I will try to talk to you for you to cut off the camera. It's
I
not
can't
like
do it.
violence.
I will not do it.
You can't take picture without no evidence. We agree on your evidence. We agree on you to be journalists. But in which you're taking the record, it's not been notified by security that are signed here. To say, oh, we're sending somebody or we're bringing people to take record of the place.
Did I say?
There are
Did you
limitations
hear?
of
Did
journalism.
you hear me say? I President, we are there in the play. That's what I told you.
No, you say project that has been there.
What?
You say project.
I'm telling you, my young man. I'm telling you that this place has been treated the way it is by Liberians. The very Liberian people who reside along this corridor. I'm not telling you it's the government, right?
What was your first statement?
President, we will not come here to come clean this place. This place was officially dedicated by the president last year, July 26th. And this corridor is a help to all of us, right? You were here before, you know how this place used to be congested in terms of the traffic, right? So to have this place free like this, and we all can sail here easily, you know what it means? It's a plus for us. So to come and see the place looking like this, that's what I'm showing. It's not good. So I'm just calling on the relevant authorities to put some mechanism into place to avoid people using this place as a dumping site. This is the drainage, right? So if this entire place is clogged, you think the water will overflow, it will start to undermine the quota? I know how they may not understand me. I know how they may not understand me. Then they're telling me I'm talking bad about the government and X, Y, and Z. I told them, this place here, it's a 9 million Japanese yen. That is equivalent to 1 million United States dollars if you do the calculation, right? Was used to have this road constructed just to ease the traffic, right? So when government finished spending all that money, then the very money government spent, you can't see the player there. How you feel as a Liberian? How does it feel? Then they may stopping me. They put right to stop me from doing what I do.
No.
And you understand what I'm saying here?
Nobody can stop you from what you do.
How this is blackmailing the government? How? That's why I ask you what again. You understand English?
No, nobody can stop you from what you do.
So these are the guys from the MCC who are intimidating me, folks.
We are city police officers.
I've asked you.
Assigned here by the city president.
I've asked you to identify yourself, and you refuse to identify yourself.
You need to tell us the purpose in which we are taking this.
This country is not a police state. I don't need any permit from you. I'm in the street.
But we are living in a democratic state. Yes. We are living in a democratic state.
How do you understand the word democratic?
Democratic simply means government of the people, for the people, by the people. Everybody, every individual has the right.
So identify yourself,
I will
please.
not identify myself.
Who are you?
No, safety.
I will not take a step from here to work with any of you guys until you call your MCC people for me to come drag me from here.
No, we will not drag you, but we will
or to have me arrested. I'm not cutting anything off. I will not call it live off. I will not do it. I will not do it. It's good this thing is all on camera. I will not do it. So call your director can meet me here. We'll explain to him why I'm here doing what I'm doing. I think the director will understand more than you guys.
So you want to tell us that we are blokes? Yes. We can copy.
I don't know what you mean.
No, that's the classification of what you are trying to say.
No, but you asked me. First of all, you asked me to identify myself. I show you a valid ID card.
We agree.
Then you telling me, say,
you
telling me that anybody can bring ID card and come here. So you refer to me as anybody?
The place is being assigned by security. That's what we are trying to tell you.
You guys are serious embarrassment to this country.
Yeah, we agree on it.
I know who trained you.
You are embarrassment to us also.
You are the parent, you say
you're embarrassment to us also. Because even journalism, you are doing it. They got limitations.
Please show me your ID card.
Unless you get to the depot.
Please show me your ID card.
I will not do it. I will get to safety.
Please show me your ID card.
I will not do it. I will get to safety.
Please show me your ID card. You see how you can think? You see, you telling me that I'm being paid to do what I'm doing here. Who pay me now?
You are being paid by the entity in which you work for. Yes. Am I lying?
No. He means something different.
No.
So who pay me now? You thinking the other way around?
No.
Who's paying me?
No.
Who's paying me now? The mentor here, friend, and say,
I'm
I'm being paid. I'm a paid agent. He referring to me as a paid agent.
Nobody referred to you as a paid agent.
This guy referred to me. This man referred to me as a paid agent.
He never did so. The ID is authentic.
My man, I'm not a stranger.
Listen, my brother. You don't have a permit. You know what we are this area is being governed by the government. If you want to take an information, you try to know who they are, who's taking care of the place before you can get for the investigation. That's what we are saying. It's not like we want to stop you to do your work. The country is free.
Wow, these guys. Do I need a permit to do live video in the street? Is that what you guys are telling me? That why they training you? That why they training you? But you don't learning nothing. You don't learning nothing. That disappointing in you. Gentlemen, excuse you.
No, in the state you can do something.
And so, folks, never mind about the distraction. These guys are total headache. And so you're watching the US-based Focus on Liberia online
Liberia, Miami.
television network. And we are live from the Japanese Freeway. We just thought to come out here to show you how the drainage is being ill-treated or misused, if I'll put it that way. This freeway was constructed and dedicated a year ago. That was 2021 by His Excellency President Weah. This project was initiated in 2012 by the then former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And so this was officially dedicated on July 26th of last year. I recall it was on a Monday by President Weah. And so since the dedication of this route or the freeway, this is how the drainage is being treated, folks. This is very disgusting. This is annoying. And you have folks here from the MCC, claiming to be from the MCC, telling me that I'm a pay agent. I'm doing this to pin the government black. Can you imagine this, folks? Can you imagine this? This is sad for our country, folks. And so we will just walk down a little bit to allow you to see the other side of it. Then we will wind down very shortly. We will wind down very shortly. And so this is the drainage, folks. I don't know who trained these guys, folks. Let me have that on camera. I don't know who's training these guys, honestly. What's your name, please?
My name is John Tamba from the Monrovia City Police.
John Tamba?
Yes, sir.
What is your identity, please?
I will not show you the URL to get to the police station.
Well, you ask me, I'll show you my identity, then you can't show me yours?
Your identity is there to identify as a journalist, but the permit in which you are working or the permit in which you are taking...
So what is your own identity now? What is your identity? Who are you?
I'm an officer from the Monrovia City Police.
Let me see your ID card, please. Why?
Because in which you approach me and the manner in which...
Do you know why you are exhibiting here today?
I don't know.
Do you know? You have to think again. Do you know why you are exhibiting here today? What you are doing is sad.
It's nothing bad for me, and I will never be sacked. I will never be sacked.
All right.
Yeah, I will never be sacked.
Thank you.
And the government will hear about it. Good. They will listen to it. If you can do that one in the state.
And so, folks, it's been a wonderful tour along the drainage, just along the Japanese Freeway, folks. And so the guys are bringing me all kinds of names. Can you imagine this? All of them on campaign reaching. They can do all kinds of things to paint the government black. Can you imagine this? And so we want to leave it at this point. We are at another stretch of the drainage. Let me walk down a little bit more, then we will call it a day. This is the drainage of the newly constructed Japanese Freeway, folks. The drainage is already clogged. I mean, call your boss man. Let me tell your boss man. Call your boss man. The guys are still behind me as I speak to you. I think you can hear the voices. And so this is the freeway, folks. And so we want to leave it at this point. We want to leave it at this point.
You can do this one. You can do the type of act in the United States of America. You can do that.
Wow.
You are going in the wrong.
There you go. There you go.
Send the band sign here. How many times now? They are now forward information about the
officer employee, I will stop them doing the recording. That one like reality.
You see the cleaning campaign.
where? The place is clean. The place is clean. That place is clean. Look at the place.
You see Liberia man telling
Where
that
Liberia?
you the see
So
man Liberia man telling
where's your function now? Say we are getting the place. Where's your function now?
nowhere.
Take money for
All the people
I achieve better. I'm wise, I'm intelligent, I'm very eloquent and what have you? I got meaning, experience.
And so there you have it, folks. It's becoming very interesting along the it's becoming
You can't make it sack me from my job. You can't take my job from me. You can't take it from me. You can't take it from me, my job. You can't take it from me. I'm telling you.
oh my word.
You can't take it from me, my job.
And so there you have it, folks. We want to wind down now. It's been a wonderful tour along the drainage of the newly constructed Japanese freeway. We just thought to come out here today to show you how the drainage has been misused by Liberians who live along this route, folks. Like I said initially, thousands of dollars were spent to have this freeway constructed in at decongesting the huge traffic that was been experienced along this route many years back. And so today, to see this place in this kind of condition appears very sad, folks. This should claim the attention of all of us as Liberians. Like I said earlier on, from the beginning of this live broadcast, it don't have to be the government every time. When these facilities are given to us, we are on an obligation to play our role, respective roles as Liberians, to have it maintained. And so we just thought to come out here today, folks, to show how this drainage of the newly constructed Japanese freeway has been treated. There were several other media outlets who came here and did similar. Today we thought to come out here to show you how it looks like. And so the relevant authorities, those who are responsible, will have to come in to put the situation under control, to avoid or disallow the inhabitants who are in this place to avoid using this place as a dumping site. 89 million Japanese yen, that is equivalent to 1 million United States dollars was used to have this road constructed. That was initiated by the then government headed by former President Salih. And our government being continuity, President Weah took on the mantle of authority, and he actually enforced this and have it completed. And this was officially dedicated last year, July 26th, Liberia's Independence Day. I can recall very well. And seeing this place like this makes me feel so sad. I'm sure all of you are equally sad about the way this place has been treated. And so on this note, I'd love to leave you at this point. It's been a wonderful time touring the drainage of the newly constructed Japanese freeway. I'm not carried away by the intimidation experienced earlier on by folks who claim to be security guards of the Monrovia City Corporation. I'm not carried away by that. And that will not deter me to do what I'm doing. So that's why this life is still ongoing at the moment. So I'd love to say thanks to our dynamic CEO, Mr. Dennis John, who is in Atlanta, Georgia, the U.S. Thanks to Head of Operations, Anthony C. And thanks to all members of the Focus on Liberia team all across the world. For and on behalf of the team, my name is Theo Williams. Thanking you ever so much for being with us. Have a great day.